Good morning, I'm Belle, welcome back to my channel. I do Slimming World and today is Sunday and I'm going to do another what I eat in a day video. I've just been doing some cleaning and I'm really dehydrated for some reason, so I am going to start the day with probably two of these, which is just sugar-free apple and blackcurrant. I'm going to do a 777 day today, and for those of you who don't know, a 777 day is, I think, 7 glasses of water. I'm going to do sugar-free squash or water, 7 portions of speed food and staying within 7 sins. So that's my plan for the day. I'm going to drink this and probably another one of these, and then I'll show you what I'm having for breakfast. So it's just gone 10 o'clock and this is my breakfast. Apologies for the noise, that's the washing machine. So for brekkie, I've just got a black coffee, and then in here I've got some slow cooked rice pudding, which I actually made with risotto rice because I didn't have any pudding rice. So I did it in the slow cooker. I used risotto rice, unsweetened almond milk, which I'm counting as 1/4 of my healthy A. I put some cinnamon vanilla skinny syrup in, some cinnamon and a little bit of caramel flavouring, and I just cooked that for about 4 hours on high in the slow cooker. I did film a video of it, but I'm not 100% happy with how it turned out, and I want to get that right before I kind of show you what I'm using. And secondly, my equipment is proving very temperamental at the moment and I'm losing a lot of videos. So anyway, this is slow cooked rice pudding, and then over the top of it I've put some of the tinned pumpkin that I showed you the other day, which is the Baking Buddy brand that I got from Waitrose. So yeah, on top of the rice pudding there's some tinned pumpkin, just for that autumn feel, and then I've got a chopped apple, which is my first portion of speed. I'm not counting the pumpkin as speed food just because it's from a tin and I'm not sure if I should. And then I've got cinnamon, so 1 portion of my speed here, using 1/4 of my healthy A. The other thing that I've done is measure out 175 mils of skimmed milk, which I'm treating as which is half my healthy A, just so that I don't go over with any of my cups of tea or anything later on. So this is brekkie. So it's about 12:30, and if you saw my October goals video, I said I wanted to start using food that was kind of in the freezer. So I've decided to do a chicken casserole, put it in the slow cooker for this evening. So in here I've got 3 chicken breasts that were fresh, and then I've got some chopped onions I had in the freezer, some chopped sweet potato I had in the freezer, some chopped Sweden carrots that I had in the freezer, and then I had a little bit of the casserole vegetable bag that I had in the fridge that I made the veggie soup out of a couple of days ago, and then I've just chucked all that in with the chicken, 2 vegetable stock gels and some tarragon and rosemary, bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of water, and I'm just going to chuck this slow cooker on probably for like 8 hours or something like that, but I'll see what it looks like at about 4 hours and at about 6 hours, and this will be this evening's dinner. Hopefully a lovely chicken casserole, but we'll see how it goes, but I will show you what it looks like a bit later. So it's about 1:45 and I am just heating up some veggie soup for lunch. I'm going to have it with one of these, which is the seeded bagel thin from the New York Bakery. One of these is your healthy B, and I will show you what my food looks like once it's on the plate. So it's just coming up for 1 o'clock and this is my lunch. I've got the seeded bagel that I showed you. I've got one of the seriously spreadable lighter cheeses. The packet looks like this, and I think I'm right in saying you get 4 as your healthy A. As you know, I used 1/4 of my healthy A for my rice pudding for the almond milk. I've taken half of the healthy A portion and put it in a jug of skim milk for my tea, and so this is the final 1/4, which is obviously one of the 4 that you're allowed as your healthy A. I've got the veggie soup that I did in the soup maker a couple of days ago, which I did with a bag of casserole vegetables. So it's got potato, which is a free food, stock, which is a free food, swede, carrot, leek and onion, which are all speed foods. So I would consider that to be 1 portion of speed in there. I've got a glass of water, and then I've got 2 plums, a nectarine and a satsuma, which I'm considering to be 2 portions of speed. So there's 3 portions of speed here, my healthy B and 1/4 of my healthy A. I hope you're all having a lovely Sunday, and I'll jump back on later when I'm sure we'll have a snack. I don't know why I said that was a nectarine. It is absolutely an apricot. Sorry about that. Hi, so it's 4:15 and I am extremely hungry. So I'm just going to have a little sweet fix. I've got some of this strawberry quark, which is 1 cent for the whole tub. I'm just going to use probably about half. I'm going to have a couple of these meringue drops, which are 1/2 cent each, and some strawberries for my next portion of speed. And I will show you what it looks like when it's in the bowl. So this is my little afternoon snack. I've got 1/2 cent for the strawberry quark. I just had a little taste. It was really good actually. I'm a bit weird about flavoured quark. I don't love it all, but I thought that was really, really nice, that Tesco's one. So 1/2 cent for that. I've got some strawberries for speed, and I've got 2 little raspberry and white chocolate mini meringue drops from Flour and White that I ordered online. And then I have got a hazelnut Little's coffee, just made with the skim milk out of my Healthy A. So just 1.5 cents here, and I'll jump on later when I show you what I'm having next. So it's about 5 o'clock, and I think this has been on for about 4.5 hours. Look how nice it looks. I'm just going to chuck some mushrooms in, which I'll just grab. So I've just chucked the mushrooms in. I'm going to give it a bit of a stir, put the lid back on, and probably cook it for another couple of hours. But I'll see how the chicken's doing, and I'll show you what it looks like later. So it's about 5:30 and my casserole's still going. I'm just a bit peckish. I don't have any ham or cold chicken or any eggs or anything cooked in the fridge. So I am just going to have a couple of Slimming World sausages, which are a free food, with 1/2 cent of Crucial's chili ketchup. So it's 8:15 and this is my slow cooked chicken stew. So it's got chicken breast, veggie stock, tarragon, rosemary, potato, sweet potato, and then for speed it's got carrots, onions, swede, mushrooms, butternut squash maybe, or maybe not, leek, onions, all kinds of bits and pieces. So this I'm counting as my 6th speed portion for the day, and I'm having my 6th glass of water. I'll dig into this, and then I will be back to you if I have anything for supper. So it's coming up for 9 o'clock, and this is tonight's supper. I've got a satsuma, which is the final portion of my speed food, because remember I'm on a 777 day today. 777 day today. I've got my 7th glass of water, and for my kind of evening treat I have got a portion of Halo Top ice cream, which is 3.5 cents. This is the birthday cake flavour. It's so good. It's like vanilla with kind of like hundreds and thousands in it, and I've got that with so that portion of ice cream is 3.5 cents, and then I've got 1/2 cent of sugar-free Hartley's jelly, so jelly and ice cream for pudding. And this Halo Top I bought in August and featured in one of my first ever YouTube videos, and I think that in itself shows how much I have changed. The ice cream has managed to be in my freezer from August to October, because there was definitely a time when I basically cleared a whole tub of Ben & Jerry's and a whole tub of Haagen-Dazs on my own in one night, no problem. So the fact that this has stayed in my freezer since August is quite an achievement in itself. But anyway, today's 777 day has gone really, really well. I think for me, what it makes me do is be really mindful of what I'm eating. The water is it's not kind of natural for me to drink 7 glasses of water, so I really have to think about that. Having to have 7 speed foods as well makes me try and choose a speed food over sins or a free food where I can. And for me also, the 7 sins as a maximum in a day really makes me try and have speed foods or free foods before sins, and has made me kind of think, right, okay, I've got 7 sins, how do I want to play with them? Whereas 15 can kind of quite easily sort of mount up over the day, and you've still got a few left in the evening. 7 sins is actually, for me, quite a challenge, and yeah, it makes me really think about how I want to use them, which I think is quite good for me. The only other things that I've eaten today that I didn't show you, I did have the other half of the strawberry quark, so that's another 1/2 sin. and I did have a third Slimming World sausage. So I'm finishing today on 6.5 sins. But yeah, I feel like I've done pretty well today, and I've loved everything I've eaten again. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. As always, do check the Sin app or calculator for anything that I've mentioned. If you have enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. I'm off to eat this ice cream before it melts. Take care, bye.